Yo everybody, how's it going? Raph here. Welcome back to another review of mine. I'm very pumped and excited to showcase these shoes to you guys. This is the 2024 retro of the Air Jordan 11 Columbia or Legend Blues. Now, you may call them whatever you like, but all I'm going to tell you is I'm going to refer to them by Columbias because back in 1996 when they originally released, that was the name given to them. But like I said, you can do whatever you like. I just like to stick by the OG nicknames, that's all. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna go into the history of the shoe. We're gonna get into the materials and tell you what I like, maybe what I don't like about the sneaker, and we'll pretty much wrap it up from there like we usually do. So I'm gonna give you guys a 360 and talk about the materials of the shoe first. So let's get right into it. I gotta say, I'm very happy that I chose this time of the day to showcase these to you guys because these really pop in the natural sunlight. And today is very sunny, so I'm going to take advantage of that and showcase these to you guys so you guys can really see how these look in natural lighting. And as you can see, these look absolutely superb. This is one of the 3 OG Jordan 11 High colorways, along with the Concords and the Brads. These were one of the last to come out in '96 along with the Brads. The first ones were the Concords. And I'm pretty sure Concords were also the first ones that MJ premiered. And he actually premiered these shoes before he was supposed to because Nike and Tinker had advised him not to showcase these because they weren't ready for marketing yet. And MJ being MJ, debuted these against the Orlando Magic, I'm pretty sure in the 1995 like Eastern Conference Finals or something, if my memory serves me correctly. And everybody was like, yo, what are these? Everybody got completely starstruck by the Jordan 11s and they became an icon for many reasons, but this one being one of them. And as far as I can remember, you know, just getting into sneakers, 11s were these things of legend that, you know, if you had 11s, you were the shit, you were that guy. You could have any types of Jordans, but if you had 11s, you were just the coolest. And that's always how it was. And obviously getting into sneakers, I realized, you know, like how special 11s were with the tradition, you know, every December, every Christmas, you know, they'd come out with some 11s, sometimes in OG colorway, sometimes not, some more memorable than others. And I just thought it was the coolest shoe ever when I was a kid. But this is my first pair. I don't know if I mentioned it, so I'm very excited to have them. I had a pair of 2012 Brads, but they ended up being fake, so I don't count these. But let's get into materials because that's what we were supposed to do. I kind of went on a little tangent there. I apologize, but materials, there's not much to talk about if I'm being honest. There's a really thin cut of patent leather right here, and these were designed after a sports car. And you have patent leather right here, you have this smooth leather right here. Well, this is genuine leather, by the way, but it doesn't feel very like premium. It ripples when you press into it, but that's about it. They feel kind of stiff and kind of hard, if I'm being honest. They don't look or seem very comfortable, but I've never really tried on a pair, so I couldn't say. I tried these on for like 5 minutes, and they felt very stiff. Probably also because I went down half a size because I want to keep the creasing to a minimum, because this patent leather will crease in just a matter of minutes. This is the type of shoe that, you know, after a couple wears, it's a wrap. You know, it sucks to say, but it's true. I try to keep my shoes, you know, I try to keep them nice, but I wear my shoes a lot, and some of them look weathered, some of them look worn in, you know, like they have character. But this is one of those shoes that I really want to be careful with, and I really want to keep looking nice because, you know, some of my shoes have some yellowing, they look dingy in some ways, you know, but I don't mind. I like the fact that they look worn in, they look like they have character. But this is one of those shoes that it's a little exception. But anyways, man, wear them while you can because the 11 Columbias age like shit. This patent leather will turn piss yellow. The little Cordura straps right here, so will they. Like everything on this shoe just doesn't age very well. Even the midsole is gonna start being like piss yellow. But that's after a couple years though. But they just age bad, so just keep that in mind when you're buying them. That's just one thing, because some people's 2014 pairs look good, some people's look yellow to shit. It's really a matter of how you take care of them and if you wear them a lot or not. But this is definitely going to be a shoe that's like special occasions only. I try not to limit myself when I buy sneakers, you know, things like that. But I really want to keep them looking fresh and nice for as long as I can because it's just such a nice shoe to look at, honestly, man. These are just looking way too good. And these are an OG colorway, like I said. These have a lot of technology in them, and the main thing when it comes to these is like stability is what Tinker Hatfield envisioned when he designed these, because like I told you about the patent leather, not only did MJ want a shiny sneaker, that was one of the requirements, but it also just played in well because Tinker wanted stability, and he realized that a lot of athletes, when they were playing their shoe, like when they would twist and move and turn, they would like roll over the midsole, so that adds a lot of stability. And as you can see, this material right here is Cordura nylon or ballistic mesh. It was a very high grade type of mesh back in the day, and it was very durable, very heavy duty. And this is actually one of the only colorways that has the leather right here and the Cordura mesh just on the tongue. The other colorways, the Breads and the Concords, had the mesh right here on the side as well, and that was meant to mimic, like I told you, this shoe was designed after a sports car, you know, with the patent leather. It was supposed to represent the car's like sleek body lines, you know, being easy to clean, you know. And the Cordura mesh represented the soft top, like a convertible top of a car. So that's pretty cool. That's one of the design cues of this shoe. But like I said, this is like the only OG to have this configuration where it has leather on the side and mesh on the top. So stability right here, it also added stability. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, very durable and very stable, the mesh. And another thing to add stability was the full-length carbon fiber shank plate, which was one of the first of its kind at the time. It was especially designed for this shoe, and as you can see, you have it right here. You can hear it. This was also one of the like defining factors of fakes back in the day. I remember like people like, if they didn't feel a certain type of way or look a certain type of way, they were deemed as fakes. 11s have always been some of the most fake Jordans ever since I remember getting into the game. Some were bad, some were terrible, especially back then, but now they got a lot better, unfortunately. And I picked these up around like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I went half a size down, which most people would recommend probably going true to size. I only like to keep the creasing to a minimum. On 11s, I just think it looks better that way. 11s are just not a shoe that ages very well, like I mentioned. But these are very nostalgic to me because of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. The last episode, he's wearing this pair, and obviously by my username on YouTube, on Instagram, you can tell I'm a very big fan. And so now I can finally live up to the username, I guess. I'm going to try to find like some clothing that matches the final episode and try to like mimic that in a post maybe someday soon. But yeah, these have full-length Nike Air. They have a flat-on midsole, and this creases a lot, and it's also very hard to clean, so you got to be careful. I've only tried these on for like 5 minutes, and they've already creased like right here on both sneakers. And they also have a speed lacing system, and the laces, if you realize, they're really thick. These were meant to represent a basketball like netting. That's what they were made to represent. That's why they're so thick and big. And 11s, you know, I lace them all the way up to here. I don't like to lace them all the way to the top. They just look choked. They don't look really good. You know, I feel like the 11 is one of those shoes you really have to know how to pull off, and a lot of people don't know how to pull it off, I'm sorry to say. It's just one thing I realized, you really have to know how to wear them. It's just some people rock them with whatever and however, you know, they just look choked up, they don't look good. This is really one of those shoes you really have to calculate your outfit, in my opinion. You just can't throw that shoe on. It's one of those rare shoes that you just can't throw on, can't wear with everything you want. You know, it's really got to be a thought out outfit, otherwise it'll just look goofy. But that's just my opinion. You know, you can wear them however you like. If you're happy, you're happy, but that's just my personal opinion. And of course, you have the quality basketball products inspired by the greatest player ever on the inside. There we go. I got these from Foot Locker. And like I said, like a few months after release, you walk in, you grab a pair of OGs. That's absolutely insane to me, that we live in a world where OG 11s are sitting and cool gray 9s are selling out. That's just absolutely insane to grasp. But alas, that's the sneaker world we live in now. And with 2025, the release is being more limited. Might change, I don't know. But I'm looking forward to a bunch of shoes. Hoping I can get them all for retail, but I'm pretty much gonna wrap it up from here. I like everything about this shoe. There's nothing that I don't like really. But actually, yeah, the outsole it's just maybe a little bit too blue. I wish it had more of a clearer tint than like that blue, but these are just way better than what we were getting before. The 2014s had the Jumpman facing the wrong way on the left shoe. It was facing that way, kind of like on the 9s, and it just was a really bad look. So I'm really happy they bought back the OG specs. Can't wait to wear these. Do a fit pick very soon, because these are just wow. I just gotta get my foot in these, man. Very excited to wear these. But yeah, this is pretty much gonna wrap it up for the history, the materials, and what I like. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I know it's been a couple months since the release. It's like a first day, you know, kind of review type of thing, but I figured, you know, some of you guys are still on the fence about these even that long after the release date. You guys might watch my video and you guys might come to a conclusion easier. I don't know if I can help you make a decision. I did my job, but or you guys might just like the sneaker and you just want to look at it. Who knows? But thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna wrap it up from there. Subscribe, like the video if you can, or if you're not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it. And yeah guys, take care of yourself. I'll see you guys when I see you. Thank you. Goodbye.